The Federal Ministry of Education on Wednesday inaugurated the National Dissemination Workshop on the National Policy of Science and Technology Education, as well as its implementation guidelines. According to the Minister of Education, represented by its Permanent Secretary, Sonny Ichono, the policy that was launched earlier outlined how science and technology will be taught and assessed in Nigeria, and the inauguration of the National Dissemination Workshop will also provide pre-service and e-service training of teachers of science and technology to deal with issues of teachers' demand. Benedict Uku reports.
In its efforts to reposition the education system scientifically and technologically, the Ministry of Education on Wednesday inaugurated the National Dissemination Workshop on the National Policy of Science and Technology Education, as well as its implementation. The policy that was launched earlier outlines how science and technology will be taught and assessed in Nigeria. While inaugurating the National Dissemination Workshop, the Minister of Education, represented by Permanent Secretary Sonny Ichono, called for synergy between all stakeholders for effective implementation.
Today, therefore, marks a very significant milestone in our quest to reposition education in Nigeria scientifically and technologically. You are all aware that our world is being transformed by science and technology in many ways, more than we even can imagine today. This policy provides an opportunity for our youth to bring about innovations, to express their creative talents, and to also seize the moment to change the narrative of our country from one hinged on consumption to production and value addition. The policy lays a more solid foundation on the basis of which Nigeria shall accelerate our industrial and technological development. Let me add that the ongoing efforts at establishing skills acquisition centers across the country and promoting our drive for science, technology, and innovation will be wasted if we do not focus on those who will lead this charge. The instructors, the teachers.
The policy provides an opportunity for youth to bring about innovation and to express their creative talents and change the narrative of Nigeria from consumption to productivity.
The National Policy on Science and Technology Education and its implementation guidelines outlines how science and technology will be taught and assessed. It is a component of the National Technology Policy that is being anchored by the Federal Ministry of Science and Technology. So we are focusing on the teaching and learning component of that policy and how we can continually assess the progress we are making in bringing about the future leaders of our country. You will agree with me that this theme, which focuses sharply on the needs of our country, calls for synergy between all stakeholders for effective implementation. I therefore call on all the participants to participate effectively towards understanding the policy content. And we want an inundation of these policy documents so that people can become acquainted with it, and hopefully by the time they apply them, we will get to our destination.
The minister thereafter called on all participants to participate effectively towards understanding the policy content for effective implementation.
Still ahead on news, health, defense, transport, get highest capital allocations in 2020 budget. That's in business. Stay with us.